Assalamu alaikum, people. Nice, beautiful day today. Man, yes, indeed. Boy, man, I pray to Allah I don't have to hit nobody upside the head with this thing right here, man. But, alhamdulillah, rabbil alameen. Um, it's an update dealing with the no jumper case. Um, Tremaine, y'all know Luce Cannon Brothers, he's still on the case, even though he wasn't there. He's still on the case. He got to go back and get fingerprinted. And 9 times out of 10, man, I'm going to say 10 out of 10, he's going to get cut loose. But you have certain dudes that have bench warrants, and they all have been identified. I have the PDF over here, so anybody that wanted, they can tap in. I'll shoot it to them. You have Gloss. I don't think he's been captured yet, but he's been named as a co-defendant in the case. You have a boy named Alvin about a Compton. The other dude that you seen on the tape with the other gun, he's been identified. And then you have another individual has been identified. He's out of Las Vegas. They've been charged with multiple counts of assault with a deadly weapon, great bodily harm. It's a preference. It's so many charges on there, man. I don't even want to go through them, but them dudes, man, they might as well just go on up in there and act like they Monty Hall and just try to make a deal, try to get the best deal they can. Because this is an example, this is a prime example. When you're a gang member or you're trying to prove something to the world that you want a reputation or something like that, this is a prime example, bro. Don't record it, man. The boy, Luce Cannon, with his dumb ass, he recorded the situation and he sent it to like 10 different people, bro. And this is how the footage got out. He was running around trying to blame other individuals for putting it out now, bro. Luce Cannon is the one that leaked that audio. He leaked that video. He leaked everything in that type of demonstration because he really wanted people to believe that he was like that. I ain't never heard no shit like that. I'm like that. I ain't never heard no shit like that. I swear to God, man. And all my random resistance, man, for the last 59 years, I ain't never heard no nigga talking about, I'm like that. I ain't never heard no shit like that. That's just the funniest thing to me, man. I think that brother, man, was putting on an image to get everybody scared of him. And it worked for some dudes, but it didn't work with all the members, man. If you come from that particular lifestyle, we all look at that dude, be like, man, this old buster ass Negro. And that's how we viewed that dude, man. And I'm pretty sure that everybody that used to be in that particular type of lifestyle or still in that lifestyle, that's how they viewed that dude. Man, nigga, you's a buster. And you just like your daddy. I'm gonna always say that. I got to always throw that up in there. But this is right here, man. This is what I really want to get to. It's like, these are examples for the younger generation. When you coming up, if it don't warrant no vitality, don't do it, bro. If you don't want to spend the rest of 30, 40 years inside the penitentiary, don't do it, man. If it's 3, 4 y'all and just 1 or 2 of them, man, that don't mean you guys got to trample on them dudes or something like that, man. Because sometimes, man, when people be by themselves, they not a threat, bro. And also, man, you have technology everywhere. You have cameras everywhere. You have phones. You have all these type of stuff that's going on, Ring cameras. They just got stuff everywhere, bro. So I'm just trying to encourage you brothers, and look at this as an example. This is a learning example on not how to be. This shit right here. Contain your emotions. You can be I don't care if you say you from where you from, man. That's on you, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna get sick and tired of being from where you from. And you may have to go through something to be tired, because to get tired, because you might run into a brick wall. You might go to jail. They might betray you. They might try to backdoor you. They might try to do all these type of things. But this is right here An example, bro, and it'll get you a whole bunch of years, man. This will get you a whole bunch of years, man. I don't know why that dude, Luce Cannon, did no shit like that, bro. I don't know why Gloss, I don't know why Alvin, and I don't know why that other individual, bro, um, they sit there and basically rape them dudes, man, mentally. They mentally raped them dudes. Man, you took a nigga pants. They took a nigga drawers. They took a nigga pants down. Man, they talking about stripped the nigga. Yeah, man, I looked at that video last night. I said, man, hey, bro, I swear to God, I was so glad that it wasn't me, man. Ah, and you talking about crash out? Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm so glad that wasn't me, and I'm so glad that wasn't nobody with no, no disrespect to Jay Reed, no disrespect to Marciano, no disrespect to them brothers, man. But man, they could have never, ever, ever, ever did me like that, bro. I'm talking about, man, you talking about 1984, 1985 demonstration coming back. Boy, my goodness. Man, you couldn't have told me nothing. Nobody. But, to each his own on certain type of demonstrations. I think that Jay Reed and Marciano did the best thing for them. Alhamdulillah to them brothers for that. I talked to the brother Jay Reed here and there. He's a good dude. And I truly believe, man, that he had good intentions when he went down there to deal with them brothers, man, and them brothers backdoored him. They ran a maneuver on him. The boy Luce Cannon, because the boy Luce Cannon kept calling him to tell him to come up there. And he came up there because Luce Cannon the only one that had his information. And he thought everything was gravy. And he brought his friend with him, Marciano, and Marciano did what he did like, man. That just shit was just crazy, man. And was it scary? Yes. And I'm going to tell you why it was scary. It was scary, man, because it was guns involved. Now, I'm sure that a lot of us been jumped before, because I have been rack packed a couple of times from a couple of dudes from different type of entities, section, but it was just a rack pack. I'm sure that we done took ass whoopings here and there. If you was in that lifestyle and you got caught slipping, or you was somewhere by yourself and them dudes felt that they couldn't deal with you on a one-on-one basis, so that's what they do. They'll jump you. But the thing was, they pulled out them guns to gain fully control over the situation. And when you pull out a gun, and I don't care how hard you is, but if you see a gun, even me, I'm gonna be like, okay, man, I can't do certain shit or try to fight this nigga back, because these dudes, if I get the best of him, he has the potential chance he might blow my head off. So sometimes, man, you might have to just take an ass whooping, and that's what them dudes did. They took that ass whooping, and they might get paid, just for taking an ass whooping. Allahu Alam. But anyway, I just want to let everybody know it's an update on that. I think the boy from Compton, he's in jail already. Luce Cannon brother, he has to go back down there. He won't be in there. They're gonna charge Luce for that. Is Luce gonna get a bunch of time? Yes. Luce is cooked. Hey, Sharice Mills, don't keep on doing what you're doing. Don't nobody is tripping on you because you move on and deal with another man, because that dude, he really wasn't like that. He really wasn't from 60s. He really wasn't a joint like that, and I'm sure you know that by now. But I do, he gave you something. I believe that you want it, and you have a child. You protect your child, and I truly believe you need to find another father figure for that child, because you don't want no dummy like that raising your child. But and you can always make sure that the child know who his father is. I'm not gonna say you can't do that, but I encourage you to keep it moving. I encourage you to find somebody that's with some type of stability, some type of head on their shoulders, not a part of that lifestyle, not trying to be tough and all that type of stuff, because you do have the means to get any man you want to. And I'm sure you're not a rookie in that, if you understand just what I'm saying. So, and be honest with you, the world is rooting for you. You may went along with his bullshit, and you being at fault at that. You went along with his bullshit. Even you talk some shit about me, and I don't even know you, but that's just what it is. I guess you were just following his lead. But just keep it moving. We wish you the best. Because I believe you did the right thing. Leave that Negro up in there like it is, like he did. You know, he's a fucking liar. He's a habitual liar. Um, he don't take care of his other kids. He don't do none of that type of stuff, you know. But as the years go by, you got to understand this. The kids gonna want to know who their father is, irregardless if their father is in jail or not. They still gonna love their father. You know, that's weird, but that's how it goes. You know, sometimes, a majority of the times. Hey, man, for you people, don't do what Luce Cannon did, man. And I'm gonna be at that court date too. That Joe no jumper shit, I'm gonna be there too, man. I'm gonna have to troll up in there. I can't, you know. And dudes be wonder why I don't like this brother, man. I don't like this brother because he remind me of his father, and he do the same exact shit as his father does. Now his other brother Jermaine, he's okay. You know, he ain't all with the, you know, not right now he's not, but he ain't all with that bullshit. But this dude Luce Cannon, he's a piece of shit. He gonna always be a piece of shit. And I always say, man, I hope they bang that Negro out, bro. Man, go in there and suffer. You go in there and suffer, Negro, just like your daddy lied on little bro, and your daddy up in there suffering. You talking about your daddy gonna get free and all, nigga, your daddy ain't getting free, nigga. Your daddy is not gonna get free because your daddy is condemned. Your daddy have the death penalty. Even though they have a monetary on it, your daddy ain't getting free, nigga, unless the judge, he go back to court and they give him a life sentence and he go to the board. But other than that, your daddy ain't getting free, so you can sit there and you can miss me with that. And I hope they do you like they did your daddy, man. I do. I really do. And y'all, and if you guys don't like what I'm saying, you know, go to another page, man. I hope they bang that motherfucker out. I hope they put his ass up under the fucking jail. And then when I hope that he get to jail, he talking about he like that, you know, and especially the feds. I hope them Washington boys get a hold to him and tap on that ass. Just, you know, just tap on it a little bit. Just tap on it a little bit. You know, just smack him on that ass just a little bit. I hope they do that to him. You know, he gonna, oh, Sweeney. Yeah, I hope they do that to you, boy. Once you're an enemy, you're always gonna be an enemy, man. Assalamu alaikum.